Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. I'm starting to believe in Aaron Rodgers. Remember that Ray Charles song, I believe it, yes, I believe it. I believe it now. I think I believe in Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is winning me over. I told you guys I need one thing to be confirmed. I need one confirmation. I said I need to know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be locked in for this season. All about this team locked in, and everything I've been seeing and hearing from like teammates, like the young teammates, they're seeing how Aaron Rodgers is helping them and stuff. Will Howard and Zach Frazier and different guys in the O-line and stuff, saying how Aaron Rodgers is locked in. You know, look at DK Metcalf and different individuals saying that Rodgers said that he's all in for the team and he's looking to make things happen. He said he wanted to be in Pittsburgh. He thought that was the best spot for him to be. You know, so. Hey, he's buying me over. He's buying me over. I think Aaron Rodgers, like I mentioned before, if he's locked in, we know the arm ability he has, of course. His mobility has kind of declined a little bit, but he's still mobile enough to get the job done, especially with the young O-line we have. He had his moments last year where they messed up because of injuries, you know, but now you have everybody back fully. With Troy Fatano coming back and everything kind of mixing up, you'll probably see more success and more production from the O-line as well this season, the run game and the pass blocking game, especially if Rodgers Jones moving back to his regular spot on the left side, able to go out there and play comfortable. Like I mentioned before, some guys just play better on different sides. When TJ Watt started off on the right side, and he was cool on the right side, but we got to the left side, what happened? Defensive Player of the Year happened. That's what happens. Like that, multiple things start happening. You start getting double-digit sacks every season and stuff, putting up some big numbers and stuff. Like sometimes you can do certain things on the left side you can't do on the other side. Kind of like when you're playing basketball. Of course, you might can lay up the ball on the left hand, but sometimes some guys can be more dominant with their right hand, so they can do certain things with this hand they can't do with that. So I feel like putting Rodgers Jones back on that left side and maybe get more comfortable for him, and the techniques he has, we can utilize those on that side. But I think Rodgers is winning me over. I think Rodgers, everything about him is everything kind of going into play and stuff like that. I know his leadership is always questionable, kind of like Big Ben as well. Big Ben leadership is questionable too, and Rodgers' leadership is questionable at times too. And sometimes they kind of like get they do a little too much. They do a little too much sometimes with, you know, some of the teammate stuff and some of the things, and they're pointing blame to themselves, always to other people sometimes. But I think overall, with good team chemistry, with Coach Tomlin being here and the personality he is having everything kind of going, I think the Steelers can have some success this season. I feel like they still can go out there and win 11 games. I still have us win 11 games. Like I mentioned before, we'll win probably the first 3 games. Well, let me make sure actually. The first 3 was the first game is the Jets. Let me make sure. Is it Jets? It's like Jets, Vikings, or something. Let me pull this up real fast. Steelers schedule. Okay, I already pulled up. Steelers schedule. Okay. Yeah, so our first game is the Jets. There's the Seahawks. And then we play the Patriots. We'll win 3 out of 4. We're gonna beat this. We're gonna beat the Jets. We're gonna beat the Seahawks at home, and we're gonna beat the Vikings. But at week 3, we're gonna lose to the Patriots. The Steelers always lose something that's like shaky a little bit. We'll lose to the Patriots and see what I think that's gonna happen. And then the Browns, we beat the Browns. We'll lose to the Bengals. That's 2 losses already. We'll beat the Packers. We'll beat the Colts. We'll lose to the Chargers, I think. We beat the Bengals second time around. So we'll beat the Bears. I think we might lose to the Bills. That'd be 4 losses. We'll lose 1 to the Ravens. Then we'll beat the Ravens. We'll beat the Dolphins. We might lose a tough game. So either be that probably a Lions game or Dolphins game. I think we probably beat the Dolphins though. I think we might lose to the Lions. Then we'll be 11-6. I can definitely see us being 12-5. We go out there and handle business. But I think around 11, 12 wins is what I have the Steelers. Without Rodgers, I would say about 10, 11, like that. And 9 being worst case scenario. But I think 10, 11, around that range. Steelers have a great defense, Super Bowl caliber defense. They can put points up and keep the defense fresh, but they're not getting injured and playing all these downs out there and need the defense to go out there and save them every time. They can go out there and put points up, average like 25, 26 points per game, while the defense is only allowing like 19, like they're doing for the past 3 years. They've only been allowing like 18, 19 points per game and getting the job done. The offense can go out there and score and be consistent. Because last year our offense averaged 21 points per game, which is not bad, but it's not great either. It's like, okay, it's all right. And then you look at, of course, the year before that, our offense averaged 16 points per game, which is horrible. And our defense allowed 19 points. And then before that, the offense around the same range, like 17, 18 points per game. So the Steelers' offense has not been the best offense the past few years. But Aaron Rodgers can get this offense where it's averaging, like kind of like what Russell Wilson was doing before we kind of fell off. It was 10-3. It was averaging 27, 28 games. You see how everything was easy because our defense was so fresh. And they would go out there and able to send blitzes when you want to do certain things. TJ Watt fresh. You got Alex Highsmith fresh. Cam Hayward, Minka Fitzpatrick, all these different guys go out there making plays. But when your defense is getting exhausted, got to go out there, keep going out there and getting stops and after stop. After your team keep going 3 and outs after 3 and outs over and over. it kind of makes it difficult and tough to try to win in games, especially when you keep waiting to the fourth quarter or third quarter to try to get things turned on instead of just doing that throughout the game and just being consistent, putting points up in each quarter. You can get 10 points, so at least get 6 points a quarter. 6 points a quarter. More is great, of course, but 6 points a quarter like that. To try to go out there, be like, okay, we got 6 here. I mean, it's 13 now. We got 20 now. And now we had 20. We had 26. So 26, 27. It's right around. You can get that. I think Steelers can definitely be capable of making some big time like moments in this season right here. You can definitely see us get into the playoffs and possibly maybe win the division. You never know. You never know. The Ravens are a tough team to beat. Lamar Jackson played phenomenal last year. He had like 41 touchdowns. So it's a tough team to beat, of course. But we did beat them once with Lamar Jackson, of course. Beat them once, so it's definitely possible. Then the Bengals, we beat them before too as well. We outscored them in their offensive frenzy they had, of course, as well. Got those turnovers as well from our defense going out there and making plays, getting stops. Second time we lost to them, we could have won that game. But the Steelers shot themselves in the foot many times. And then the Browns, the first game, you hurt yourself. You had to lead at one point in the game. You had to lead. Then you messed yourself up. At the end of the game, you have to lead, and then you messed yourself up and lost that game. The second time, what happened? You went out there and handled business. So the Steelers can definitely go out there and win, I think, 4 games. We went 3-3 last year in division, but they can definitely win 4 games in division. We'll go 4-2 in division. I believe this year the Steelers sweep the Browns. I believe they probably lose 1 to the Ravens because they always have it. That's the rivalry right there. The Bengals, you possibly could sweep them if you lock in because the defense is not the best. So I feel like if Rodgers go out there pick apart that defense and able to keep scoring, and our defense, we know our defense is gonna make some plays and get some stops. Of course, eventually we get turnovers against the Bengals every single time we play them. It's not like we always get a turnover or something. Joe Burrow gets strip sacked every time. But the Steelers can lock in. They possibly could sweep them too as well. So we'll see how things shape out. But those are some tough games in the division you got to go against. But I think Rodgers is making me kind of believe in him a little bit now. Believing in everything going on. I think they have a plan. Maybe to add another receiver if they want to as well. I trust in Calvin Austin, but just to be safe. It's always great to have another person in there. I heard a rumor that they said that Aaron Rodgers reportedly wants Mark Cooper to come with them. I don't know if that rumor is true or not, but I take Cooper. I think Keenan Allen, a veteran receiver, work well, of course, with Rodgers because, you know, him being especially Keenan Allen played with Fuller Rivers for a long time, and, you know, him going to play with, what's his name? Aaron Rodgers would be kind of like easy and stuff like that. They have 2 veterans and on the offensive side, big time veterans who've been in the league for a while, kind of helping the younger guys out and stuff and getting things right. So hey, it'd be nice. We'll see how things shape out and go. But let me know down below what you guys think. Do you believe in Aaron Rodgers? If you do, hey, let's ride the Rodgers cloud. I don't smoke, but we're gonna ride the Rodgers cloud today and see how things kind of shape out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.